You guys are constantly asking me about healthy alternatives for sugar, especially if you're trying to cut back on your sugar intake, but you still want that sweet taste in your food and in your drinks. You guys have been requesting this video for quite some time now. So in today's video, I'm going to show you 3 healthy alternatives for sugar that actually taste great. I think you'll be very surprised with these ones. Let's get right into it. The first alternative is one that you probably never thought of before, but it's really good and I really like it. It's called monk fruit. Now, monk fruit comes from this fruit, which is called monk fruit. And this fruit grows in southern China and Thailand. It has a very long history of use as a natural sweetener. And it's only more recently that it started to become popular in the United States and Canada. Monk fruit is a lot different than other sweeteners that you may have tried because it's a fruit, not a chemical or a refined carbohydrate. And it's also really unique because it's 200 times sweeter than table sugar, meaning that you can use much less of it when you're baking or cooking or even putting it in your drinks. And since you're using far less of it, you're also going to be taking in way less calories. In fact, monk fruit is actually 0 calories. It doesn't affect your blood sugar at all. It's completely safe for diabetics and it won't cause any blood sugar spikes, making it ideal if you're trying to lose weight or if you're trying to reduce your sugar intake. Now I like to put monk fruit in my protein shakes or sometimes in my coffee or tea. You can also put it in your baked goods or you can use it when you're cooking. And I've actually found that most grocery stores now carry monk fruit, either in the baking aisle or in the natural food section. If you don't see it in your local grocery store, you can always order it online. But I will say that one of the potential downsides of monk fruit is that it can be a little bit expensive. But for me, I find that the health benefits and the great taste make it well worth the cost. The next option is a sweetener called stevia. Now, stevia is an all-natural sweetener that comes from the leaves of the stevia plant, which is native to South America. It's been used for centuries by the locals there as a natural sweetener, a medicine. Stevia is another option that has 0 calories and does not raise your blood sugar levels at all. In fact, studies show that stevia can actually help lower your blood sugar levels. In addition to that, stevia is 200 to 300 times sweeter than table sugar, so you can use far less of it when you're cooking or baking. There are many brands of stevia available on the market today, both in the US and around the world. The way that stevia is processed is what determines whether or not it's safe for consumption. So if you look at the ingredients list and it says something like stevia glycosides or stevia berry, then that's perfectly fine. That's just a fancy name for the purified extract of the stevia plant, and it's perfectly safe to consume. However, there are some stevia products on the market that contain maltodextrin. Maltodextrin is a highly processed ingredient and it is a form of white sugar, so be sure to check the ingredients list before you buy stevia. Now, stevia does have a slightly bitter aftertaste to it, so the manufacturers often combine stevia with other ingredients like erythritol or xylitol to help improve the taste. You can find stevia in most grocery stores in the baking aisle or in the natural food section, or again, you can order it online. One thing I love about stevia is that it's relatively inexpensive. So it's a great option for people who are on a budget and trying to reduce their sugar intake. And the last sugar substitute that we're going to talk about is one that you probably already have in your pantry right now. It's called apple cider vinegar. Now, I know that sounds crazy. You're probably thinking, why would anyone want to put vinegar in their food or in their drinks? But let me explain. Apple cider vinegar is made from crushed apples and it contains acetic acid, which has been shown in multiple studies to have some pretty amazing health benefits. First of all, apple cider vinegar helps stabilize your blood sugar levels, which reduces your cravings for sugar and carbohydrates. This makes it easier to stick to your diet and it helps you burn fat instead of sugar for energy. In addition to that, apple cider vinegar helps suppress your appetite so that you feel full and satisfied after you eat. And it's also great for helping you detoxify harmful toxins from your body. And I think that's something that everyone can benefit from. Now, the easiest way to take apple cider vinegar is to put 1 tablespoon of it in a glass of water. And you can drink that before each meal. And if you don't like the taste of it, you can always add a few drops of stevia to sweeten it, or you could put a slice of lemon or lime in it to help mask the flavor. Apple cider vinegar is also great for salad dressings. And in fact, I have a delicious recipe for a sugar-free salad dressing that I'm going to link up below this video. You guys absolutely love that one. Another great way to use apple cider vinegar is to put it in your marinades for chicken or steak. It adds a nice tangy flavor and it helps break down the proteins and toughens the meat a little bit, making it more tender. Apple cider vinegar is also great in place of lemon juice if you're making a sugar-free vinaigrette. And it's also great in place of red wine vinegar if you're making a sugar-free barbecue sauce. Apple cider vinegar is really inexpensive and it's widely available in almost all grocery stores. Now, those are 3 sugar substitutes that I recommend you start using today. But if you want to speed up your fat burning, flatten your belly, boost your metabolism, and transform your body, then check out the 6-week shred. It's our most comprehensive program that we have ever created. It includes a customizable diet plan based on intermittent fasting and a 42-day workout plan for all fitness levels. You'll have a coach to guide you through the entire process and a community of other amazing people that are also transforming their bodies. It's literally like having a second set of hands that's holding you accountable and making sure that you get the results that you want. Our clients in the 6-week shred have been absolutely crushing it. We've had people lose 20 pounds or 5% of their body fat in just 6 weeks. And we have men and women who are getting incredible results from all around the world. Many of them were struggling with stubborn belly fat and they couldn't seem to get rid of it no matter what they tried. But they came into the 6-week shred, followed the plan, and got incredible results. And I want you to be our next success story. So click the link below and let's get started. Now, before we wrap up, I want to give you a little bit more information about apple cider vinegar. Like I mentioned, it's great for suppressing your appetite and helping you lose weight, but it can do a lot more for your body. First of all, apple cider vinegar helps lower inflammation throughout your body. This is important because most diseases are caused by chronic inflammation. So by reducing the inflammation, you're going to be reducing your risk of developing things like diabetes, heart disease, cancer, and Alzheimer's disease. Apple cider vinegar is also great for improving digestion. It helps stimulate the release of digestive enzymes and bile, which helps break down the food that you eat and absorb all the nutrients from it. In addition to that, apple cider vinegar helps control the pH level of your stomach acid, which is important for killing off harmful bacteria and viruses that you might ingest when you eat. Now, it's also important that you understand that not all apple cider vinegars are created equally. So if you're going to buy apple cider vinegar, look for one that is raw, organic, and unfiltered. These types of apple cider vinegar contain all the beneficial nutrients and enzymes that can help you achieve the health benefits that I talked about in this video. On the other hand, if you buy a cheap apple cider vinegar, it's likely going to be pasteurized, filtered, and devoid of all the nutrients that could help you get those health benefits. So spend a little bit more money, get a higher quality product, and you'll be glad that you did. Alright guys, if you enjoyed this video, you'll definitely enjoy the video that I'm going to put up on the screen next because I think that you'll find it valuable as well.